What's going on, guys? It's Dallas here. Welcome back to another Juice WRLD Goodbye and Good Riddance pixel art tutorial. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome, and hopefully you join me for some more pixel art tutorial videos. So, in the last video, we were working our way over here to the right, and that's what we're going to continue on this video. We're going to start on this right side, down here to the left of this gray terracotta, and we're going to place us gray concrete going to the left 4. Oh, and if I didn't say, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you can join me for some more pixel art tutorial videos. Not really sure if I said that. Brain kind of turned off. My bad. Okay, to the left of that gray concrete, I'm going to place this gray terracotta going to the left 2. Underneath the right gray terracotta, we'll place this gray terracotta. To the left of that top gray terracotta, we'll place this gray concrete. To the left of that gray concrete, we'll place this gray terracotta going down 2. Okay. From there, we are going to place I think what we'll go ahead and do now is we're gonna go on top of that right gray terracotta. We'll place us gray concrete going up 2 to right that gray top gray concrete. We'll place this gray terracotta going to right 2. Underneath that right gray terracotta, we'll place us gray terracotta 1. On top of that right gray terracotta, we'll place this gray terracotta going to right 3. Then on top of that left gray terracotta, we'll place us gray concrete going to left 3. Then to the left that gray concrete, place this gray terracotta going to the left 2. On top of that left gray terracotta, we'll place this gray concrete. On top of that gray to right at gray concrete, we'll place this gray terracotta to right 3. On top of that right gray terracotta, we'll place this gray concrete going up 2. To the left of both the gray concretes, we'll place us gray terracotta going to left 2 to the left of both of them. To the left of that bottom gray terracotta, we'll place us gray wool. On top of that gray wool, we're going to place us bedrock. On top of the bedrock, we'll place us gray wool. To right of the gray wool, place us gray concrete. On top of the gray concrete, we'll place us gray wool. To right of the gray wool, we'll place us gray concrete to right 2. To right of the gray concrete, we're going to place us gray terracotta going to right 3. Underneath the right gray terracotta, we'll place us gray terracotta going to left 3. And then we are going to place us to right of that gray terracotta down below here, where we went to right 3. We'll place the right of it gray concrete. On top of that gray concrete, we'll place this gray terracotta going to left 3. On top of that left gray terracotta, we'll place this gray terracotta going back to right 4. And then place us on top of that right gray terracotta, place this gray concrete going to left 3. And then place to left that gray terracotta. And then we are going to go ahead and place us. We're going to go over here to the right, to the left of this top gray terracotta. We're going to place us gray terracotta going up. Let's go up 3. To the left of that top gray terracotta, we'll place us gray concrete going to left 3. To the left of that gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta going to left 2. And then on top of that right gray terracotta, we're going to place us gray terracotta going all the way to the right, stopping on top of the right gray terracotta. To the left of that top gray terracotta, we'll place us gray concrete going to the left 2, and then place to the left of that gray terracotta. Okay, down below in all of these gaps right here, I'm going to fill all those gaps in with gray concrete. Okay, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna place us on top of the left gray terracotta up top here. We're gonna place us gray concrete going up 2. Oops. On top of the gray concrete, we'll place us gray wool. To right that gray wool, we're gonna place us coal ore. And then we place on top of the left gray wool, we'll place us andesite. And then to the left of the andesite, we'll place us gray terracotta going to the left 2. To the left of that gray terracotta, we'll place this gray concrete going to the left 2. And then we're going to place to the left of that gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta going to the left 3. Underneath the middle gray terracotta, we'll place us gray terracotta. To right that gray terracotta, we'll place this gray concrete. To right the gray concrete, we'll place this gray terracotta. To right 2. Underneath the left gray terracotta, we'll place this gray terracotta. Then we are going to place, we're going to go and fill in this gap right here with gray concrete. Okay. Then on top of that right gray terracotta, over here to the right, we'll place us iron ore. On top of the iron ore, we'll place us white wool. To left of the iron ore, we'll place us gray concrete. Then on top of the gray concrete, we'll place us a birchwood log. And then to the left of the birchwood log, we'll place us light gray wool. And then to the left of that light gray wool, we'll place us a cyan terracotta. On top of the cyan terracotta, we'll place us white wool. And then to the left of the cyan terracotta, we'll place us gray wool. On top of the gray wool, we'll place us white concrete powder. And then we'll place to the left of the gray wool, we'll place us bedrock. And then to the left of that bedrock, we'll place us coal ore. And then on top of coal ore, we'll place us white wool. To right the white wool, we're going to place us quartz. And then underneath, or to the left of that coal ore, we're going to place us light gray wool. Underneath the light gray wool, place us gray terracotta all the way back to the right. Underneath that left gray terracotta, we'll place us gray concrete. Underneath the gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta. To the left of gray terracotta, we're going to place us mossy stone bricks. Underneath the mossy stone bricks, we'll place us gray terracotta going down 2. To the left of that bottom gray terracotta, we'll place us gray wool. Then we're going to place us on top of the gray wool, we'll place us stone. And then on top of the stone, we'll place us gravel. To the left of the gravel, we'll place us gray terracotta going to the left 2. To the left of the gray terracotta, we'll place us diorite. And then on top of the left diorite, we're going to place us polished diorite. And then we're going to place to the left of the polished diorite snow going to left 2. On top of the left snow, we'll place us white wool. And then we're going to place to right the white wool, snow going to right 2. To right the snow, we'll place us polished diorite. Underneath the right polished diorite, we'll place us gray concrete. And then to the right of the gray concrete, we are going to place us black concrete powder. On top of the black concrete powder, we'll place us acacia wood log. And then we're going to place to the right of the black concrete powder, we'll place us gray wool. On top of the gray wool, we'll place us black concrete powder. On top of black concrete powder, we'll place us polished diorite. To the left of the polished diorite, we'll place us quartz block. And then we're going to place us underneath the diorite at the very bottom here, we're going to place us a gray concrete. To the left of gray concrete, we're going to place us white concrete. Underneath the white concrete, we'll place us acacia wood log. To right of the acacia wood log, we'll place us nether brick blocks. And then we're going to place us to right another brick blocks, we'll place us gray concrete. To right the gray concrete, we're going to place us coal ore. And then on top of the coal ore, we're going to place us light gray wool. To the left of the light gray wool, we're going to place us black concrete powder. And then we're going to place us underneath the gray concrete, gray terracotta going to the left 3. Same thing underneath the right, gray terracotta going to the left 3. Then to the left acacia wood log top, we'll place us white wool. Underneath the white wool, we'll place us polished diorite. Underneath the polished diorite, we'll place us light gray wool. And then we're going to place us underneath the light gray wool, bedrock. To the left of the bedrock, we'll place us white wool. Underneath the white wool, we'll place us diorite. And then underneath the diorite, we'll place us coal ore. And then we're going to place us underneath the bedrock, gray terracotta going all the way down, even with the birchwood log down here. And we place that to one to the left of the right next to birchwood log. And then we're gonna place us a gray terracotta, or sorry, gray concrete on top of that left gray terracotta, and then we'll place us gray wool on top of that gray concrete. We are then gonna place to right that bottom gray terracotta. We're gonna place this gray concrete going back up 4, and then we're gonna place to right that gray concrete, gray wool. Okay, from there we are gonna place us on top of the bottom gray terracotta down here. We'll place us gray concrete going to right 2. On top of that left gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta going to right 2. And then place us on top of that right gray terracotta, gray terracotta. And then we'll place one more upright diagonal from that gray terracotta. In this right gap right here, we'll fill this in with gray terracotta. And then we are going to go ahead and fill in this whole gap right here with gray concrete. Okay, so the next thing we'll go ahead and do is we are going to go ahead and take us to the left of that white wool over here to the left. We'll place a snow going to the left, all the way to the left. And then we're going to go ahead and fill all this in between the two with snow. And then we are gonna go on top of the coal ore and place us light gray wool. And then we'll place on top of the light gray wool light gray concrete powder. On top of the light gray concrete powder, we'll place us light gray wool. On top of the light gray wool, we'll place us light gray concrete powder. And then on top of the light gray concrete powder, we're gonna place us dorite. On top of the dorite, we'll place us polished dorite going up 2. On top of the polished dorite, we'll place us dorite. On top of the dorite, we'll place us clay block. On top of the clay block, we'll place us dorite. On top of the dorite, we'll place us birchwood logs going up 2. On top of the birchwood logs, we'll place us white concrete. On top of the white concrete, we'll place us birchwood log. On top of the birchwood log, we'll place us iron block. And then we're going to place us to right the birchwood log up top. We're going to place us gray terracotta going down 2. To right on top of the gray terracotta, we'll place us acacia wood log. On top of that iron block, we are going to place a snow. On top of the snow, we'll place us white wool. And then to the right of the snow, I'm going to place a snow to the right, and then to the right of that snow, we'll place us white wool. And then we are going to place us to the right of that white wool, place us an iron block. Underneath the white wool, we're going to place us bedrock. Okay, we're going to go back down. We're going to place us on top of this. We're going to start off over here on the right on top of the gray wool. We're going to place this gray concrete going to the left 2, and then place one below the left gray concrete. And then on top of that right gray concrete, we're going to place us gray terracotta going to left 5. And then we are going to place us on top of that left gray terracotta going to right 4. To right of that, we'll place us gray concrete. On top of that gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta going to left 2. Then place to left that gray concrete, to left that gray terracotta to left 2. And then we are going to place us on top of that left gray terracotta. We'll place us gray concrete going to left 4. And then on top of the left gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta to right 2. On top of that left gray terracotta, we'll place us gray terracotta going to right 3. And then we are going to place us on top of the right gray terracotta, gray concrete. We're going to place it going up 6. To the left of that top gray concrete, we'll place this gray terracotta going to the left, all the way to the left. And then we're gonna fill in this gap right below with gray terracotta. On top of that left gray terracotta, we'll place this gray terracotta. And then to the right of it, we're gonna place us gray concrete powder. On top of that gray concrete powder, we're gonna place us dorite. On top of the dorite, we'll place us clay. And then to the left of the clay, we'll place us gray concrete. Underneath the gray concrete, we're gonna place us black concrete powder. On top of the gray concrete, we're gonna place us polished andesite. To the right, the polished andesite, we'll place us gray concrete. Underneath the gray concrete, we'll place us gray wool. Underneath the gray wool, we'll place us gray concrete all the way down. To the right, the gray concrete up top, we'll place us gray terracotta going down 3. Then underneath the gray concrete, we'll place this, or gray terracotta, we'll place this gray concrete going down 2. Then place this gray terracotta to right 2. Underneath the left gray terracotta, we'll place us gray concrete, and then place us gray terracotta. Then we're gonna place us to right that bottom gray terracotta, gray concrete to right 2. And then we're gonna place us on top of that right gray concrete. We're gonna place us gray terracotta going to right 2. And then place us to right that gray terracotta, another brick block. And then underneath another brick block, we'll place us gray terracotta. Underneath that gray terracotta, we'll place us another brick block going down 2. And then place to the left of that top another brick block, gray terracotta going all the way up. To the left of that bottom another brick block, we'll place us gray terracotta. To the left of that gray terracotta, we'll place us, or sorry, that gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta. Underneath the right another brick block, we'll place us gray terracotta going to the left 4. Underneath the right gray terracotta, we're gonna place us gray concrete. To the left of gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta going to the left 3. Underneath the right gray concrete, we're gonna place us gray terracotta going to the left 4. Then we're gonna go ahead and fill in these 3 gaps right here with gray concrete. Okay. Over here on the right, on top of that white concrete, we're gonna place us clay going up 2. On top of the clay, we're gonna place us light gray concrete powder going up 2. On top of the light gray concrete powder, we'll place us light gray wool. And then we're gonna place us on top of the light gray wool mossy stone bricks. To the right, the mossy stone bricks, we'll place us white wool. On top of the white wool, we're gonna place us birchwood log. On top of the birchwood log, we'll place us chisel quartz block. On top of the chisel quartz block, we'll place us snow going up 3. On top of the snow, we'll place us quartz block. On top of the quartz block, we'll place us birchwood log going up 3. On top of the birchwood log, we'll place us clay. On top of the clay, we're gonna place us light gray concrete powder. On top of the light gray concrete powder, we'll place us light gray wool. On top of the light gray wool, we're gonna place us polished andesite. On top of the polished andesite, we'll place us light gray wool. To the right light gray wool, we're gonna place us white wool. To the right of the light gray wool, we're gonna place this white wool going to the left 2. To the left of the top light gray wool, we're gonna place us cyan terracotta. To the left cyan terracotta, we're gonna place us polished andesite. And then we're gonna place us to the left of the polished andesite dorite. And then we're gonna place underneath the dorite gray terracotta going down 2. To the left of that top dorite, we're gonna place us gray concrete going to the left 4. Or all the way to the left. To the left of that dorite, we're gonna place us a birchwood log. Place to the left of the birchwood log, polished dorite. To the left of it, we'll place us a birchwood log. Then we're gonna place us to right the top, or to the below the top gray terracotta, we'll replace us gray concrete. And then to the right of that, we'll replace us gray terracotta. On top of that gray terracotta, we'll place this black concrete powder going to the left 2. And then we're gonna place us Let's go back all the way down on top of the mossy stone bricks. Replace us a cage with log on top of it. And then on top of the occasion with log, we'll place us coal ore going up 2. Top of the coal ore, we'll place us occasion with logs going up 2. On top of the occasion with logs, we'll place us gray wool. And then on top of the gray wool, we'll place us gray concrete going up 2. On top of the gray concrete, we'll place us gray terracotta going to left 2. And then on top of the right gray terracotta, we'll place us nether brick blocks. On top of that nether brick block, we'll place us black concrete powder. And then to the left and nether brick block, we'll place us gray terracotta. And then we're gonna place us to the left of the top gray concrete, gray terracotta going to the left 2. Underneath the left gray terracotta, we'll place us gray terracotta going all the way down and fill in this right gap with gray terracotta. Then we are gonna place underneath the top here, we'll place underneath the bedrock black concrete powder. To the right of that, we'll place this gray terracotta. And the rest of this gap right here, we're gonna fill this all in with gray concrete. All right. So now that we've got that done, this seems to be like a good stopping point. We'll continue working our way to the right from here, and we'll go from there. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, hopefully enjoy me again next one. Thank you for watching again, and see you guys next time. Bye.